come. Oh, here it come. Oh.
Hey, good morning. It is a Friday and I am in the combine. I just sent all my data, planting data, field data. There's a couple new farms that I had to get boundaries around. So I just sent all that from my house computer to the combine. It does it over the Wi-Fi. So I just did download it. And that's what it looks like. Well, it says my variety locator not enabled. I got to put something in there. So I sent the, right here, you send it, and it automatically clicks on there. I got to get the variety locator activated. So, let's see. I think it messes up my equipment though when I do that. Nope. I got the Draper head and everything in there. Let's see here. Mapping, settings, media wet, my grid, GPS accuracy, I always make sure that turn-in view is off. I despise that. Go to resources, got field locator on, conditions, notes. I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, it's not on because I don't have it for wheat. Let's see here. We're gonna grow wheat. Variety locator. There's your variety locator. I just checked it. I'm gonna windrow it. So we'll do the load names as we start cutting. Like I say, the equipment's all there. Totals. I already got my farm, but you can always go down here and modify it. BNR, harvest 2023, wheat. So, and there we go. Everything is ready to go. There's my field. There's the field, and as I change fields, it'll come up. But that's what the boundary looks like around your field. So, all right, now I'm gonna go do the tractor because I planted 3 farms and picked up 3 farms. So I planted the 3 farms without borders. So I went ahead and, like I said, made the borders. And I'm gonna put them in here. Get it downloaded now. I can show you on this one. I should pull it up. I will let her boot up, and then I'll show you how it works. Okay, so we're gonna go to GS3, there it is. Let's see if it's downloaded it yet. It's all been exported. It should come through. It takes a little bit for it to come through. What was that? Oh, that was exported. So, it's on memory, data transfer, automatic. Always takes a minute for it to, because I just started the tractor up, turn the key on for it to come through and send the signal for it to come on here. I know I sent it to all the machines, so We'll see. We got tons of rain this morning. I think it started at like 4. We got rain all day yesterday, day before that. And then we got rain. It started like 4 o'clock and it rained hard. We must got 2 inches in an hour. Which is good for the corn, bad for the wheat. But we needed it for the corn. There it is. Well, there's one that came through. I sent a different one. Mark and John Deere sent this one. But I updated that one, so hopefully this other one comes through. But yeah, we got tons of rain, and then I think they said around lunchtime on to like 5 o'clock we're supposed to get several more inches again. So we're going to get tons of rain. I mean, it's coming. I think it's from there. It goes the other one. So I'll show you right now how it works. But anyway, tons of rain. Like I said, really good for the corn. Corn's really tall, so it can use it, suck it in. Even if it doesn't rain for a couple weeks now, we'll have a good ground supply of water. But even with that, you know how it dries up so quick around here. So, but I am going to. But you know, the wheat, we got to start cutting wheat too. But you know, it's a little give and take, so I'd rather take some rain and wait on the wheat because the corn definitely needed it, but this was really good for the corn. Saying everybody else didn't get rain, but hey, we didn't get rain for 58 days last year, so this year it's a blessing. So here, I'll show you. All right, so here's what that came through. This is the one that me and the John Deere guy did, which I've updated them since then. I sent it twice just to make sure, but you just tap on it. Profile name, we made it a generic 2, apply setup, and there she goes. And I like it because it does everything over the airwave. You can put it on a stick and put it in the side, but I like the wireless route a little bit better. I don't know if it'll change my planner settings and everything. I might have to go back in here and redo everything, but at least I'll have them farms in here now. I know everybody's got the new Gen 4, Gen 5s. And there you go. It's complete. Makes it better, but this is just what we got. So, ready to use, ready to use, ready to use. So, let me make sure I got all my stuff right. Yep, 8335, implement. Planner 3. Oh, excuse me. Yep. 15-inch rows, 31 rows. Overlap set, turn off and on. Yep, that's perfect. Rates and sections. I think I can do on this planner, she's got the shutoffs on each side, and you can change your rates on here. I'm thinking I can do one tank at one rate, and the other, like the first 8 rows at a certain thing, and then the other 8 rows at a certain thing. So, not that I would really worry about it with beans, but with corn, with that planner, I think she's got more technology on her actually. So I would actually like to do, if I can do it on her, I want to do some split rates next year out of each 8 row section where she's 16 row and try that. I think that would be really neat. Soybeans. And then the other one shows my rate, paints it. Yeah, I know there's a way I can do it. Now here's how it does the field right here. There's your field. There's your rate. But I know daggone well that I can do it somehow. Not that I'm worried about with beans, but I would like to learn in corn, not necessarily with this planter. That planter right there, actually, I know it has more technology on it than this one. But that's how it shows your field, and that's that field. Of course, I'm not on only farm. This will be Artist. And it'll be field 6. And that is field 6. Now let me see my new farm. Let's see here. I don't know if that's one of them or not. Alright, good. So they're mapped. That's the field I want to rename. There's one farm, there's another farm. Let me figure out how to. Maybe it's that one. Field 1. Come on. Ah, see, that's the one that I don't have in there. So I put them both in here. Well, actually, the Mills Farm. Let me see that. There's one right there. Ah, what's this Mills Farm? Let's see what that says. Oh, I have to delete them 2 farms. Download new. And then go to field. So what I've done here is I've made them both field 1. See, here's the big farm. And then there's the little farm up there. So when I get to this one, I'm going to keep that 1. But when I get to that one, I'm going to rename that farm to field 2. Because they're both right down the street from each other. So that'll work out good. So that's what I was wondering if I did. They're the new farms that I just put the border around. So everything's there. Go back to the planting screen and shut her off. It's a lot easier when John Deere kind of does stuff. I did it all on my home computer, learning how to do it. All the other farms, they drove around with the gator, but where we picked up these other new farms, you know, they weren't here. So I had to put a border around them myself. And once you learn it, how to do it on a computer, it's not bad. And then, like I said, you can just wirelessly transfer it here, which makes it pretty convenient also. Yeah, because see, she's got her hydraulic motor and hydraulic motor for each side. That's how you do the section control and changing your rates and everything on the go. So she's got all that. So I would really like to change. Of course, I don't plant corn with her anymore, but the other planter's got the same thing, but it's got a little bit more stuff on it. So I definitely want to play around with it next year. That way, when you cut in 8 rows, you can tell what that would be, and when you cut in 8 rows back up, see what that would be. I think that would be pretty neat. I think it would be. So, anyways, you can see we got another storm coming. They said by lunchtime we'll have it. Wheat is definitely ready. Corn is definitely tall. Look at that corn. Looks good. Nutrient gave me a rain gauge, so I am going to put that up by the pool. And yeah, it's just a Friday, not much going on. All right, I'm in the corn. This is 2 days after the video that I took. Look how tall it's gotten. And it's starting to drizzle again. We do have, we did get 2 days of rain. I hate walking through cornfields, but as you can see, I'm standing up. Look how clean that field is. I can't even reach up high enough. That's got to be, what, 8 feet already? Good looking corn. It is raining again. That is the last field of vetch corn that I planted. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna go over and show you the decob corn. This would be 2 days of straight rain. We probably got over 2 inches. Of course, 58 days last year without rain. We got to cut wheat, but I'll take the rain for the corn. Here's a big farm of wheat. You can see that wheat, it's ready. Some of it is actually laid down from all the rain and the wind we've had, but it's not all the way down. That's a huge farm up right there. It goes all the way down over there. And then here's another full farm of it. Well, when we get to it, I'll show you y'all are aware of the runway. So we have it there, it's all the way there, and then it goes all the way back, and then all the way back. You can probably, well, you can't really see that well. We'll go back and check. This is, here, I'll show you let me get the windows clean for you. Riding around in a super bad S10. This is a 112-day decob. I think it's 6270 is what Derek told me. Give a shout out to Derek. Looks good, very pretty. These front 2 fields, I didn't plant them until late. But we'll actually ride back to the first field of it that I planted. And I wish that I had planted the whole farm the same day. I mean, the ground was perfect. As you can see, it's already taller than the S10. See what I'm talking about? My inrows here. These are actually inrows, even in a long part of the field. They're actually the inrows. This is a sandhill right there. Come off the sandhill, it gets a lot nicer. But I need to, I think, bump my liquid rate up on the inrows a little bit more. See the water, we've had some rain. It's raining now, drizzling, but it's supposed to really start raining in about an hour. We're actually gonna get more rain. Here's a puddle in the driveway, if this is any indication. This has been bone dry. Now the driveway is flooded. Here's some more wheat. Everything's ready, all the wheat's ready. We were actually gonna start cutting the other day, and then it started raining. It wouldn't stop, so, but we needed rain for the corn. It was starting to get dry. So I would definitely take the rain for the corn. Now this is the first fields. That's a really big field. It goes way back there all the way around. But this is a little field right here. Did a little walk around it. This is probably the second prettiest corn we got. But this whole, let me see. That is a very pretty, I wish the front 2 fields are up there, and I planted them probably a week and a half difference, maybe 2 weeks. I wish I had planted this whole farm the same day, because the ground was perfect. You know, then you got your pops saying, oh, let's just plant this and wait. But I mean, you know when you get in there with the planter, if it's good time to plant. If it's not, and it was the perfect time to plant. Perfect time. So, and you can see, this is what I'm talking about with my inrows. You can see how the height difference. So it's always like 6 rows, and then it just gets tall as crap, and that's how the rest of the field is. So there's something I got to do, and we ripped the inrows. We ripped just about all the inrows just to make sure there's no compaction, but there's something that's going on with these inrows with me planting that is, I got to get figured out. It's every year. But As you can see, it's like the first, what, 6, and then bam. It's like that, not all the fields, but a big majority of the fields. As you can see, the rest of the corn is just tall as crap. I think this is 6270. I think that's what they said. That's what this whole farm is. See, it's right, just starting to get taller than me. So, which I'm not very tall. I think I'm 5'8", 5'9". But still pretty corn. I'm not walking all the way through it. I just give you an idea what it looks like. This is the only farm that we have in DeKalb. Not a big DeKalb fan because they're not Liberty Link. DeKalb's good corn, but every other corn that we get and beans are Liberty Link. And I don't have to change the sprayer or flush the sprayer out or anything from Roundup to Liberty or anything because I can keep right on spray. It doesn't matter what I spray, everything's Liberty Link except for this corn. So I always make sure I spray this corn. Well, I spray it with Halix and stuff first, but if there was something I had to do like a spot spray and I've been spraying Liberty and all that crap in the sprayer, I would have to get the sprayer empty, put some clear all in it, clean it all the way out, and then run water back through it again to make sure it's completely clear. And then I would have to come do that just to spray a little bit. And that's what I hate about the DeKalb corn, is that it's not Liberty Link. Everything else is Liberty Link. I don't know why DeKalb don't make a Liberty Link corn. So, not saying that DeKalb's not good. I mean, it's good corn. It's a pain in the butt. I don't like playing it just because of the spraying options. You know, most time when I hit it with Halix Atrazine, you know, the first time, let it get up a little bit, and then I always go through and spray. It pretty much kills everything. But just in case there is a spot that I got to spray or do something, it would be nice to be able to not have to clear the sprayer out for maybe a 2-acre spray job or something. That's my biggest gripe with it. That's why I don't like planting it. And when we do our early corn, when we do our early corn, we didn't do any 75-day this year. We're waiting for the pivot to get up, and then we're going to go back to it. That's more of a bean thing after corn than anything. But that's Liberty Linked. I can't put Halix and Atrazine on that because then the beans won't grow. So I try to spray that all with Liberty, and that really smokes everything good. Then I can put the beans behind it. So it's nice if you have everything that's Liberty Link, but like I said, DeKalb just does not make a Liberty Link corn unless they've changed and didn't tell me. But I don't think they do anyway. You know, it yields good, but it's just a hassle. If I need to spray something, I got Liberty in the tank, I want to be able to just go spray the beans or anything. Like I said, we plan to list beans and XtendFlex beans, but I can spray Liberty on the Enlist beans. I can't spray Enlist on the Liberty beans, so I don't even really spray anything with the Enlist. We just straight Liberty because I can spray that on the Enlist beans also and knock out whatever's there. So that's why we just try to go straight Liberty on stuff. But that's the thing about DeKalb. You know, it's good corn. It just, you know, I just hate having to change the sprayer or to spray it. So, like I said, try to knock all this out first when I do got to spray. But it looks good. I mean, it looks daggone good, real good. It's supposed to be a good variety, so we'll see. Last year we planted all Pioneer here, but the year before that we planted a 65, 70. It was a 115 day, and that was some good banging DeKalb. That corn did really good, but then I ran into the problem that I had to clean the sprayer out to spray it because I had early corn in then, and I had already had Liberty in the tank for the early corn, and then I had to turn around and clean everything out just to hit, you know, 100 acres of this, and it kind of sucks. It might sound like not a big deal, but you know, you waste a lot when you're cleaning sprayers out from this to that to this to that. It wastes a lot of time. You do waste chemical. You got to flush everything out. So I like Liberty Link. I like everything Liberty Link. That Liberty will smoke any weed. But we'll go look at my farm, and then I'll probably upload this video for you guys to watch. And it was raining. It's been raining. Not much else going on. There's not going to be much in this video because, like I say, it was drizzling. I'm not getting out in the rain, getting wet. Miss Eastern Shore Farmer and the kids, they're off doing some stuff today. My son Hunter's birthday is tomorrow. He will be 19. We're having a little party for him. So he's growing up. I mean, man, I'm old. I've got a 19-year-old son. Good Lord. So, anyway, he's a good boy. Works at UPS. He works down in the city on the weekends. And he got a third job helping his buddy do some trenching or something. I don't know. He's a worker. But that's some good corn right there, too. 108-day seed consultant. Look at that. That is tall. It's only like a quarter-acre field, though. All them other fields down there, they're like little quarter-acre fields. Now, this right here is part Pioneer 115-day. This is the very first field I planted. This is where I got the planter right. It's only 15 acres here. So I brought the planter over here. I put 3 bags of 115-day in one tank Pioneer and 3 bags of 115-day of, what is the name of that corn? Field, is it Fielder's Choice? What the heck is it? Augusta, that's what it is, Augusta. So 8 rows are, that's a little corner here. 8 rows are Pioneer, and then 8 rows are Augusta. They're both 115-day. I told the guy I was gonna, he wanted to sell me, but look how tall it is already. And actually, if you look, some of it has started to, where's it at? Up here. Some of it has actually started to tassel. Yep, look, there it is right there. See if I can find it for you. See the tassel right there? You can see a couple tassels. It's already starting to tassel in there. Crazy, right? So I told him he wanted to sell me Augusta. I've never planted it before. So I bought 3 bags because I knew I had 3 bags of Pioneer 115-day. He wanted to sell me the 115-day. So we're going to see exactly when the combine goes through there. There's more tassels, you can see them. There you go, see them? Not all of them, but some of them are tasseling. So we're gonna see when the combine goes through. I got the varieties in there, so it should automatically switch back and forth as I hit. Look at that. Looks pretty good. Those varieties, the combine should know it and, you know, show me what it's doing, each variety, each 8 row, as I'm going through that whole farm. So that's pretty neat. All right, we're coming up on my 108-day seed consultant on, now this was vetch. This was really thick vetch. This was really thick vetch right here. And that corn is getting pretty good and tall, as you can see. It's steady growing. That's her house. She comes out of the house, she's like, man, that corn is really turned on every day. Good dark color, leaves look good. I'll show you the back of it. What up, 250? I don't know how we got the draper out of there without tearing any of this corn up, because there is no room here whatsoever. That is some pretty corn right there. Pretty corn, pretty corn. Happy, just keep getting rain, and hopefully we just keep getting rain. No wind, no hurricanes. There's 2 of them off the coast that are tropical. I think one's down the Caribbean. The other one might come up towards North Carolina, but they say it's supposed to hit another front and kind of dissipate and probably just be rain, I guess. So let's hope that no hurricanes. Last year we had that little derecho or tornado that came through. If you saw the video, I'm gonna do like Heart Tongue Family did. If you saw the video up here, I don't know where in the hell he's pointing to half the time. He's like, look at the video here. Like, what the hell are you talking about? But if you look back last year about this time, we were getting the combine in the shop, getting it going for wheat. We actually had the John Deere guy here. It was me and my brother, and we actually had to get underneath the combine because the doors were getting ready to rip off the daggone building, and it was bad. If I can find that video, I'll throw it in here at the end so you can watch it to recap it. But it was bad. But then we went out. I had half of, was it last year or year before that? I can't remember what year it was. It had to be last year, I'm thinking, yeah. A lot of the corn, yeah, it was last year. I had 75 day last year, and that stuff blew. I mean, it looked like it blew flat. It was crazy how flat it blew. I think we had 300 acres of it, 200 acres, something like that. 150 to 200 acres of it blew flat down. And I don't know, it didn't snap it, but within 2-3 weeks after that, I don't know, the sun, whatever else, I mean, that corn was just as tall and as pretty as can be. And with no rain, like I said, we went 58 days without rain on that corn, and it was actually really pretty corn. And I think it did like 142, 140-ish or something like that. That's not bad. Yeah, it's not great to people watching the video, but when you go 2 months without any rain, when the corn was, you know, with its ear and everything, it just didn't have no moisture, and it still went around 140 bushels, and it was completely laying on the ground. Yeah, I'd say that was pretty good. I mean, we got lucky on that. We got real lucky on that, because the storm only lasted, the tornado, whatever it was only a 5-minute thing, and it managed to do so much damage. But the corn made it out of it. So that, to me, 140 with no rain, I'd take that every day. I mean, that actually was good for considering how dry it was here. I mean, it was just crazy dry. We're getting lucky now with the rains, but like I said, the corn's got a long way to go. You know, you saw some of it tasseling, some of the corn is tall. I planted it in so many different stages. I wish that I could have kept right on rolling when I started, but you know, the powers that be, I didn't. I would have preferred to, because the ground seemed like it was perfect, and then as it dried out and I continued to plant 1 week and then the next week, it just seemed like it hurt some of the corn. Now the corn does look good, but I don't think the planter performed as well in the harder ground. Then I planted some. We did get a couple tenths rain shower, and it loosened the ground up nice, and when I went back planting, you could see a big difference in the way that the planter was planting. So I wish when I first started, because the corn that I first started in is just tall and beautiful, and the corn, you know, this right here is even later planted corn, but you got to remember, I planted in the thick vetch. You know, it held its moisture a lot more, so this actually hasn't struggled, because we did get dry here for a little while. But this last rain, We probably got 2 inches total in 2 days. So it'll hold it for a little while. And then they're calling, I think, in another hour. If you can see it, it's coming off there. It was just drizzling earlier, but they're calling for some more storms, like around 3 o'clock. I think it's 1 o'clock now, but I think around 3 o'clock when we looked, I mean, there's another big patch of storms that are coming up. And yeah, so we'll probably get some more out of that. So I'm not gonna fault the rain. We'll take as much as we can, then, because that way when it don't rain, the ground's got enough to hold it to get this corn going. And then we can start concentrating on wheat, getting our wheat out, there's enough moisture now. Once we get the wheat out, I'm gonna be planting the beans. I don't care if I gotta go at night. Get the beans in the ground, get them going. Because this time last year we were actually cutting wheat. Yeah, we were actually cutting wheat. I had a memory pop up on my Facebook page. We were cutting wheat. So, yep, everything's looking good now. Let's just hope it keeps on going, because we need a good year. Last year was bad. Even though the crops yielded still decent for the rain that we didn't have, we need a good year this year. Good year. So let's all hope that we can. So anyway, all right, like, subscribe, share. See ya. Thumbs up. Everybody that watches, I can't get but like 400 or 500 views on a video for some reason. So if you do watch, just hit the thumbs up button. That way I can get, if I got 400 views, I should have 400 thumbs up. I think that helps. If you look at my channel, they don't promote my channel like they do Larson's and all the other people, you know, One Lonely Farmer, which that's my favorite channel. But they don't promote me like they do a lot of them guys that have a lot of subscribers. So I think the more thumbs up you get, the more it kind of does something with it, to where it'll start when you just go on your home page and you're looking, you know, it'll make my video pop up also like theirs are. But I don't know. And if anybody out there has them spray trailers that all these YouTubers are getting, hook me up with one. That's what I need more than anything, is a spray trailer. We got that little teeny 1,000-gallon wagon. Can't put no chemical on it. It's a pain. You got to run yourself to death. All these YouTubers, and I asked One Lonely Farmer about this. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Every one of these YouTubers are getting these $100,000 spray trailers. Hook me up with a spray trailer. That's what I need. Good Lord, them boys got 500,000 subscribers and they're getting them. I don't have that many. It'd be nice. I'll show it off every day if you want me to. So, see you.